So, why are we here? What are we doing? What is
Why
this
are we
podcast?
here?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Alex, but I love podcasts. So, what are the podcasts that you listen to?
I like Diary of a CEO.
Yes.
I like the High Performance one.
Yep.
I like How I Built This.
Yes.
Is that by Guy Raz?
That's John Waterlow.
No.
No?
Someone
it's not.
Raz. What's his name?
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, those are probably the main ones I listen to.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm the same. I find myself kind of sticking a podcast in my ears at any spare moment. So I actually just like listening to people's conversations and being entertained by the stories that kind of come out. And I think we've discussed this and said, actually, well, if we're going to do something, then why don't, we're both based in Edinburgh, we both kind of work and support business owners. Well, why don't we actually just get business owners who've built really good businesses, good kind of financials, good size of business, just to tell their stories and all of the different stages of how they've built their business. So, for me, it's a conversation, and from that, people will learn some good insight that they might be able to take into their business. So that's certainly the motivation I think that we've got for doing this.
Yeah, I think the idea around the stories is such a key one, because I think for me, when you hear people telling a story, you tune way more into it.
Yeah.
Like the idea of hearing that journey that they've been on, and real life stories, like little snippets of the business that they don't put on their Instagram. Like you don't see Red in the Independent when they raise money, or they do whatever. Like it's those little fun moments that are often lost in the journey of business, but actually have huge, pivotal moments in the business and cause massive life learnings for it. And I think, just learnings are best and lessons are best learned through story. So why not build, a place to allow cool businesses that you've maybe have heard of, but maybe you haven't, because you walk past them on the high street in Edinburgh, or you buy from them online, or maybe they're actually the ones supporting those businesses. Why not get those people in to hear about how they built their cool business in this city? And I think that's kind of the key thing for me.
Well, it's interesting because I look back now to when I left university, kind of getting into business, and I thought that it was very formal. You had to be a certain way, and it felt, looking back, it just feels completely inauthentic. Whereas now, I think the podcast format, is much more about the real person, and you really get to understand almost all of their story, the hopes and dreams, the kind of the failures and frustrations and vulnerabilities, and for me, that's what's that's what we're trying to kind of get from the conversation, and not this kind of sharp suited kind of everything's perfect and you can't kind of show a weakness. No one likes that. I don't think anyone likes that. Yeah, but we like hearing the laughs and the cries, I guess. Yeah,
it's that relaxed nature, isn't it? It's that the way often people learn is through that. It's through the idea of just come and sit and chill out and relax, and I've got a story for you. And I think some of the best stories, some of the best stories ever told are the ones you talk about, and everyone has these cool stories that just get lost. So I think that's really what we're here to do, is pull those stories out.
Well, the other thing as well, you've just said something that's kind of made me think. In the job I've got, which is how do we kind of help, how do we help people kind of grow their business? What I've found is that it's much easier to kind of to get someone to learn something if you can give an example. And so actually, what I've found myself using over the last number of years is I use YouTube clips, little clips that I'll send on to a client that just say, have a watch of that and what do you take from it? And it's just normal people. It could be about Will Smith or Oprah Winfrey, or it could be, I don't know, Jim Carrey, who knows, just telling a little story, but it's enough because they're recognizable people. Then it's engaging. Oh, I wonder what they've got to say. And then they tell something, a story, and it's like, it lands the point probably far better than I could ever land it. And I guess everything's quite accessible when you've got it on video. So I think by kind of picking, some good quality business owners here in Edinburgh, and a lot of whom will be, I suppose, ones that people will know, but that'll be good. But also, there's going to be. I mean, I suppose that's more the brands that people would see out in the high street, for example. But there's also going to be business owners who are more B2B, which is, you'll never have heard of them, but they've just done great things. So anyway, I think the use of the audio and the video is just something that feels very natural. Certainly to me, I've always used that medium in my business to help people learn. And obviously you run a video business. So this is, why did you even get into video?
Yeah, I mean, it's the power of content, right?
Right.
I think that for us is like everything within your business is content, whether that be the first email that you send a client when they get in touch, down to the video to explain how to use your product, to, there's so many elements to it, and often they're overlooked. And I think, as part of what we're doing here, the idea is that now businesses need content. And actually, this is great. Let's get them talking about their story. Like, people really want to engage in that kind of authentic nature of how the business was built. So not only let's get some cool stories that we get to talk about, we get to meet these cool people who have done amazing things. Let's create them some assets that they can actually take away and use as part of their business to promote themselves as well. So yeah, I think that's what this is all about, and we're excited to see where it goes. Cool. So
thanks for doing it with me.
Yeah, looking forward to it.